We started with $43,000 and we're down to just around $15,000 as of last month in our debt snowball. And today I'm going to be giving you an update for the month of September, showing you what payments we made, how much we actually paid toward the debt, and how much that reduced our balance. I do these debt snowball updates every single month, and I just like to provide a overall progress report of the debt progress because it's interesting to see someone do it in real time and just to look back on my own progress and see how far we've come and how much we're doing better right now than we were in previous months. Some months we haven't paid that much, and then some months, like the last couple months, we've been paying a lot more, and that's been making so much progress. It can be really satisfying and motivating to keep track of your debt-free journey in a way like this so that you can look back and see the progress as it unfolded, and just to remind yourself that you're making progress even when it feels like you're not. If you're new here, my name is Mary and this is Pennies Not Perfection, and I talk about our debt-free journey here. I talk about personal finance, budgeting, all of the things that deal with money that help us live the life that we want and how to get to that life, because sometimes you're not exactly living the life you want because you have these burdens like debt. But it's possible to get out of debt and to improve your financial life so that you can live the lifestyle that you want and the way that you want for really the rest of your life. Okay, so without further ado, let's get started with the Debt Snowball update for September 2020. I like to write out all of my Debt Snowball updates and keep them in my big happy planner. I am a planner person and I do like to keep records of everything. This is where I keep my student loan chart and where I just track the overall process so that whenever I flip open this planner, I can skip to this section about my debt and just see at a glance how far I've come. And like I said before, it's really motivating to have these ways to see that you've really made progress and that you're actually getting closer and closer to your goal. So I have these printables and I just make a punch with my happy planner punch that I bought off Amazon. I will link it down below, and then I put it in my happy planner, and it's just so convenient to be able to print these off every single month and make a record of how I'm doing in my progress. So for the month of September, when I started paying the debt, before I made my first payment on the very first day of the month, my balance was over $15,000. It was over $15,000. It was $15,137.51. I knew that I would definitely get under $15,000 this month, so I was pretty excited that it was so close to the mark already. By the first payment, I was going to get really close, and I knew that I would hit a bigger milestone being under $15,000, so that was pretty exciting for the month. And I did do that on the first day of the month because that was a Transfer Tuesday day, and I do all of my payments every single week on Tuesday. I do like doing weekly payments, and that just feels like bigger and better progress to me. And I also tend to make sure that I have more money to send toward the debt, and I have to do something every single Tuesday. So I always find money, usually from my side hustle, but also from personal money or my bank account as well. This month I did start doing 2 payments every single week. One you will see from my side hustle income, and then the other you will see from the money that I found in my bank account and our budget that we hadn't spent. So I have separate accounts, so that's why there's 2 different payments, because I obviously can't schedule one payment for both accounts, so I have to set up different payments. So on the first I did $145, and then on the first I did another payment of $10. Then the next week on September 8th, I did $150, and then I did another payment of $55. That was really nice because those payments look kind of small, but then they add up to be such a bigger amount. It's really exciting to add all of this up and see how much I actually paid. On the 15th, I then did $100 for a payment, and on the 15th, I made another one, and that one was $25. So as you can see, I have the bigger payments and then the smaller as well from my personal bank account, where I found more money to throw at the debt. We've gone back and forth between using our money that we come by from our salary, from our day jobs, versus my side hustle money. And since I'm earning so much more lately, I do use the majority of the money from my side hustle instead of using our paycheck income, and that is been working out really well. It's led to things like this payment I made on the 19th, which was $450 from affiliate marketing income. And then on the 22nd, I made my YouTube AdSense payment. Basically 75% of my YouTube revenue here goes straight toward the debt, so it was a big payment. On the 22nd, I made probably my biggest payment ever, and it was $1,515. And that was all from YouTube income, just ads, nothing else. So that was pretty exciting. And then on the final payment of the month, on the 29th of the month, I did make another payment, and that was $117.67. That was the only payment that had some sense instead of like rounding up to an even number. And I really kind of wish I had not done that, but it's okay. It's just going to bother me. It's fine. It's more money toward the debt. That's exciting. So I made 9 payments in the month, which is so great. 9 payments, and all of that added up together really helped reduce the debt. So the ending balance was $12,609.64. That's right. We passed $14,000 and $13,000. There were so many milestones this month. It was insane. It felt so good to make all of that progress. In the month of September, I ended up paying total toward the debt $2,567.67. So that was a good chunk for us. That is a pretty big month of debt payment for us. And that meant the debt was actually reduced to $2,527.87. So only about $40 went toward interest, which is so great because I definitely remember the months where hundreds of dollars were going straight to interest and not doing any good for me. I hate paying interest, and I can't wait for the debt to be done. So now I'm going to flip over in my Happy Planner and just color in my tracker. I already colored in a lot of this during the month when I was doing my weekly progress, and I didn't have a lot to color in. So I did go back to this old free chart that I originally started with. I don't use it anymore for a lot of reasons, and I don't like promoting that business anymore, but it is something I had a lot of room to color in. So I was pretty excited about that. And I was able to color in several different lines, which was really satisfying since I didn't have anything else to color in. I have totally lost my chart that I started when I was refinancing my loans. I don't know where I put it, and because I didn't punch a hole in it and put it in my Happy Planner immediately, it may have gone to my daughter who colored on it and then it got thrown away. I'm really not sure, but that chart is gone. So next month I may have a new chart that I'm going to color in. I don't really know. But today I did get the satisfaction of coloring in some progress by doing this chart, and it was exactly what I needed. It's nice to see the big chunks of progress add up, and since I had not updated this for a while, I did get to color in a lot, and honestly, it was nice. And that's it. That is the month of September. We are now into October, and I've already paid a payment this month, so the debt is even lower than what I started with, and I'm so excited that the debt is going so much faster. And honestly, it is all thanks to YouTube, really. This is my side hustle. This is what I do for income on the side from my day job. I do have a full-time day job, and then I do this. I have 2 channels, and I do both of them so that I earn income and am able to pay down this debt faster. It has really sped up in the last 6 months or so because I did refinance the debt, and I went from an 8.5% interest rate to down under 3%, and that has really, really helped. I'm not paying as much interest, and because I'm making these bigger payments thanks to YouTube, I'm making so much progress on paying off the debt. My goal is to finish by January 2021. It was previously a little bit longer than that. Then I was getting really fired up, and I set it at December 2020, by the end of 2020. But since 2020 has been such a dumpster fire, and we've done things like saving up an emergency fund due to some job insecurity and stuff like that, I have just decided to let it go. And if I make more money on YouTube, I'll go faster. If not, 2021, the first month of 2021 should be our debt-free month. This, of course, does not include our mortgage, which I do mortgage payoff updates every once in a while as well. So if you want to see me pay off my mortgage on YouTube and use my YouTube income for that, at least the majority of it, I did not include that in my post-debt freedom plans, but I do go back and forth on whether or not I want to use the money from YouTube to pay off my mortgage, just because we are planning to keep this house long term. Even though we won't live in it, we do plan to use it as rental. And I know a lot of you like to see debt payoff updates, so that is a consideration. So if you do want to see mortgage payoff updates every single month, let me know, because I may end up doing them anyway. And that's it for me. I am so excited about the progress, and I can't wait for next month to see what I've accomplished.